dedicated to the south side.
South side, south side, south side, south side, south side, south side, south side,
Banging it.
south side,
It's working.
south side,
It's working.
south side,
It's working.
south side,
It's working.
south side, south side,
Uh,
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 south side,
uh.
south side, south side,
Kicking it off for the DJs from the south side.
much for that. Just an ordinary day till you came around, and now my life's upside down. Imagine that. And it's all because I heard you say. And it's all because I heard you say. And it's all because I walked your way. And I heard you say, I heard you say, and I heard you say, I heard you say, and I heard you say, I heard you say, I heard you say, I heard you say, and I heard you say, I heard you say, and I heard you say, and I heard you say, I heard you say, I heard you say, I heard you say, and I heard you say. I'm just right. You got to sit tight.
The people at Truckstop
Close
teamed up with the boy Mark the Mentor. Are you ready to take your trucking business to the next level? With Truckstop Pro, you get access to the best load board in the game, giving you the tools to find higher paying loads and streamline your operation. And right now, you can try the Pro plan free for 30 days, a $159 value. Click the link in the description to claim your free Pro plan and start making smarter moves for your trucking business today.
Warning: the following content contains strong language and may not be suitable for children. This content is primarily for adults, as this is a trucking channel and truckers have filthy mouths. Please don't tweak if I say. Viewer discretion is advised.
What's going on? Good afternoon. Good afternoon. How's everybody doing? Come on in. Make sure you guys hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, turn on post notifications. All right, we already got some people in the back, so we're gonna get this thing on the road. Cause I promise you, I cannot be here forever today. I gotta be gone. I got reservations, so let's get it going. Shout out to everybody from the crib. We took it to the old deep house. Old Chicago deep house music. Shout out to everybody from the crib. Shout out to Don Solo. Shout out to Pit Frey. I get paid to wait. Goat Logistics representing DMV. Chris representing ATX. Word of Inspiration. What's going on? T Beezy's. Shout out to Running Warrior from the crib. Shout out to Greg Allen. Shout out to Oblivion. Shout out to Pippi. Shout out to the moderators. Shout out to Drew's World. Shout out to who else we got? Who else we got? We got Don Solo. We got Chris P. We got SB. Shout out Running Warrior. Brian Hawkins representing Charleston, South Carolina. Shout out to Great Polo. Let's just get the show on the road. The first person to call up was Greg. So let me go ahead and bring Greg into the mix. You dig what I'm saying? Let's get this show on the road. What's going on?
Hey, how you doing?
Chilling. What's up with you?
That's good. Nothing much on the road right now, headed to Arizona. I ain't gonna waste your time. I guess the question that I wanted to know was, as far as doing team driving, I just got started about a week ago. Got a pretty good dispatcher and stuff working with me. Been keeping me booked all week. Actually got me booked all next week. What do you think? How profitable would it be if I add a team driver? And are there loads on the load board for a team? Adding a team driver, would the loads be better? Will I have to spend more? Like, what's your thought process on that?
I don't know. I never did it before.
Okay,
I never did it. You team driving in a box truck?
exactly. I'd like to. I'd like to. I was thinking about it.
How you gonna make that work?
That's one thing I was thinking about is them expenses because we definitely had to get a hotel.
Right. Yeah. I don't know. I never did it. I'm sure if you can pull it off, you can definitely increase your revenue. But I don't know. I've never did it. I don't even know nobody that's done it. I've heard of people doing it, but
Right, right.
I don't know. I
Okay,
don't know.
okay. Yeah, that was
Uh,
my question for you. I appreciate your time.
all right, man. Be safe.
I will.
All right, man. All right. There was somebody else in the back. You drop down. You can call back up if you want. There was another person that was in the waiting room. First come, first serve. So whoever calls first, that's what I'm gonna take. If you come, you can still watch the show from the green room. Just turn your phone. What is it? Which one is portrait? Which one is landscape? The landscape way, which is horizontal, and then you'll see a little icon in the upper right, which will be the chat box. And if you click it, you can still see the chat from the live stream, and you can still watch the show because I got it in broadcast mode from the green room. So might as well sit in the green room and watch the show so you don't miss your spot in line. You never know. The caller that may be up may not. It may be an in and out thing like this guy. You know what, Drew's World? You know that. I know that, but people still try and pull it off anyway. So, like I said earlier this year, I'm not gonna tell people what they can and can't do. What I've learned is that even when you tell people certain things, and I'm not speaking in the gentleman that just called up per se, they're gonna do it anyway, and then they're gonna come back with the I should have listened to you story. So, I just, people gonna do what they're gonna do. You dig? What's going on? What's up?
I'm on now. Oh shit,
Yeah.
what's going on, Mark?
What up?
All right, so pretty much, long story short, I do have to give you some flowers because basically when I started my trucking about like 2 years ago, you had like told me about I think it was AIT and Cardinal and something. Long story
Hmm.
short, I ended up moving from CT to Indy, and I know you're in Chicago, so I kind of definitely want to, if I ever make it to Indianapolis, to Chicago, I want to say what's up. But one of the
Hmm.
things I was wondering was with Cardinal. So I had got in touch with John, I think his name was.
John
But
Navin.
when I got in touch, yeah, really cool dude. We got in touch. He actually kept my information for like a year, my man. And like I was
Hmm.
doing really good with the company I was with, moved up and stuff like that. And then he had
Hmm.
contacted me back about an opportunity. But I'm used to doing IKEA stuff, so I don't want to do none of that like refrigerators or what else is it? What else? Refrigerators, like
Mattresses.
yeah, all that. Like that shit's like too much in my opinion. So I was thinking about
You
subleasing
say
it
it's
for
too
people.
much?
Yeah, yo, compared to like you got all right. Come on, let's be real for a second. Let's be real for a second. Compare like
Okay, be real.
IKEA compared to like doing like washers, refrigerators, and stuff like that.
Okay, yeah, IKEA. I always said IKEA is sweet,
Yeah, it's
but
real,
I
but like it's like
mean,
go ahead. I'm sorry.
is the opportunity for IKEA available in your market?
Yeah, 100%. That well, no, not at the
Oh,
moment. Like you feel me? I'm already doing it. That's what I'm trying to say. But
oh,
what
okay.
I'm saying is like, so for Cardinal with the Costco thing, I was thinking about subleasing it to like
Hmm.
somebody else. So I forgot exactly what it's called, but essentially what I'm trying to do is like have hire somebody else, but like it's under me. So like I forgot exactly what the name of it was called, but like that's what I'm trying to get done. And I was trying to see like how you felt about like subleasing it to people and taking the percentage out.
So you want to get the contract and you just want to, contract it out to another carrier. I mean, as long
Pretty
as it's enough,
exactly.
as long as if it's enough margin there for you to take a cut and to be able to pay them, since they're going to be assuming all the costs associated with running it. So you have to make sure they're paid to enough to ensure that they show up every day.
Yeah, 100%.
That's
I actually know I'm like I'm giving them an opportunity to like start doing the trucking thing, and I was like, yo, like I can just teach you what I learned and like give you a complete head start because they were having trouble with like getting a truck and like doing some other things. So like with the Costco thing, they were like, "Yo, we'll give you a truck." So I was like, "Yo, work out these numbers, see if it works, and if it works for you, let's do something. If
Mm.
not, like you know what I'm trying to say, we don't got to do it." But I'm trying to starting to think like, all right, like I feel like that might be. I don't know how good or bad it might be, but I think like that might be a good avenue to like start doing, like to try to give people an opportunity, like to be like on some like, all right, like if you want to do your own trucking thing, if this makes sense for you numbers wise, do it. But like I just didn't know like on my part on the risk. How did you feel about it? Like, do you think like this could be a good opportunity, or you think like this could come with some problems because of like
I mean, both.
uh
It's definitely can come with problems, and it definitely can be a good opportunity. So whatever problems they have is going to hit you first.
mhm. But
You're going
like
to be
how would it hit me if
you're
like everything is
because it's your
within them? Like,
it's your contract.
okay, I see what you're saying. Okay.
So it's gonna affect you first. Come on in, make sure you guys hit the like button. Hit the like button. We got 60 people here, 19 likes. Hit the like button. Subscribe to the channel. Turn on post notifications, please. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. It's gonna hit you first because it's your contract. You're the contractor. You're
Mhm.
the liaison between the 3PL and whoever you're subcontracting it out to. So you're the first point of contact. It's your contract.
So like let's say they get a claim, right? But it's under everything's in their insurance name and like all that. How
You're
would
the
that
contractor. You're the contractor. They're
no no
subcontracting
mhm.
through you. So you understand how that works, right?
Well, that's what I'm trying to say. Like I want to make sure I have a good understanding of that because what I was trying to do was I was trying to get them to have it in their insurance, their like everything. And then
So what
like
do they need you for?
everything. They don't know how to get a truck. They don't know how to even run the business. They don't know how to like a fuel card. They don't know anything
So
about it.
so these people don't have a truck that you're talking about?
No, they don't. That's what I'm trying to
So
say.
why don't you just hire them to work for you?
Because they didn't want to originally, and I was like, all right, cool, and I just let it go. And bro, the same. I made the same face. I was like, all right, whatever. But then they hit me up again, and I was like, yo, I don't want to do this. Like, I don't want to do 26 footers. Like, that's not like if I do that, I want to have a completely different way of doing it. So I was like, all right, like this would give you a truck let's see if the numbers make sense. But like they would need me for as far as like telling them how to do things or like how to properly do it. Like they're so lost because I feel like I feel like it's kind of like what you used to say, especially during the COVID time. I feel like a lot of people go on the internet or go on Instagram and they see people with box trucks like, oh, I made 50K in a month or I made this. I'm like, yo, there's so much more into it than just that. Like it's a lot more work that goes into it. There's a lot of like the planning and just like custom like customer satisfaction reviews, making sure you're like you used to talk about like taking off doors to get things to fit through, like just the little things that they may not know about or like just some of those things that kind of help out.
Mm-hmm. Who are these people? These people
They're
are
my
people
friends.
that
I'm cool with
hell
them.
no,
These are my friends.
bro, no. You do what
Okay.
you want to do, but if they don't want to work for you, they want to start their own business, but they want you to do all the work. Then that means they're lazy. They're
Hmm.
following this whole be a boss thing. They don't want to come to work for you. They rather do it on their own. But then you have to set up the business, like make that shit make sense. So a person
And
like
now
that,
that,
why would I want to put myself as as why would I want to put my business in jeopardy for someone that has already proven himself lazy? Listen to what you telling me.
hmm
They don't want to work for you,
hmm
but they want to do what you're offering to do for you for themselves, but they don't know how to do it for themselves. So they want you to do it for them so that they have their own business, but do all the legwork for them. What's the point?
So and then that's kind of like what I'm saying. So like it came into like a point where I kind of hit them back up, and then I was like, "Yo, so I we could do it like this. Like y'all struggling to get going, y'all want to do it. I can give y'all this opportunity that can help you. I'm gonna take a percentage, and then y'all take the rest. If y'all profit enough, and y'all want to do this, let's do it. If y'all not gonna profit enough, let's not do it. So that's why I feel like it's almost like we're both still winning.
Let me ask you this. Let me ask you this.
Okay,
What are you doing?
I'm doing my own thing with the IKEA.
You got one truck?
No, I got 2 trucks, sometimes 3 trucks. It all
Well,
depends on the volume and everything.
focus on yourself. You ain't in a position to help nobody. You got to be listen. You got to be selfish before you can be selfless.
Mhm.
If you trying to help someone that already deemed themselves not worthy of being helped.
Well,
Listen,
like,
what you
but
saying,
that's
bro?
well,
Listen,
yes
how
and
old are
no.
you? How old are you, bro?
I'm 28.
All right. So you can do what you want to do, but
Mhm.
I'm gonna tell you this: help yourself. And then after you get in a position, then you can come back. The shit that I'm doing talking to you, I couldn't do this shit 13, 14, 15 years ago. Not because
Mhm.
I didn't have the knowledge to sit here and tell you this. Even me telling you this, you don't even understand what I'm telling you right now. One, because you ain't been in business long enough, and two, you ain't lived long enough, right? But I can sit here and tell you this shit now because I know what it's like to help people, and I'm not in a position where I've even helped myself enough to be in a position to help people. You got to put yourself on first and then reach back later. You still in the process of putting yourself on, and they've already proven to you that they're not worthy. Why put yourself in that situation? You looking at it
So,
from an opportunity to make a little bit of money, but that little bitty 10% or whatever it's going to be, I'm telling you, it's not going to be worth it.
so 2 questions based on what you just said. One, at what point do you think that I would know when I'm ready? And then the second thing would be, uh, well, first answer that. How would I know when I'm ready to do something like that? To be like, oh yeah, I'm ready now. To say yes, I'm ready, and no, I'm not ready. In your opinion.
You'll know. It's not like a answer where I can just sit it, but you'll know. I can tell you one thing, it's when you're able to do it comfortably and not have to think twice about it. Because the
Mhm.
repercussions and things like that could happen, it won't affect you either way. You'll just deal with it and move on. You know what I'm saying? So right now, you're still in the learning process and the building phase. You're only 28. You still got a lot to learn. You haven't put yourself on yet. You're not in a position to put nobody else on.
And that's
They
based
listen.
on like,
If
yeah.
I'm just if somebody come to me and I offer them an opportunity because I'm working, I'm building a
Mm.
company. I go to my friends because I need people and they need work, and they tell me no, they don't want to work for me. And then they come back and say, you know what? I'll do it for myself, but you know how to do it.
Nah,
So,
that's not how it went though. That's one thing I have to say. Like, it definitely didn't go like that at all. Like, it was more like all right, let's do this. Then they're like, yo, I'm about to go do this. That opportunity was no longer there. They're like, actually, I'm gonna go like just try to do the trucking thing. They were doing it, and then I got contacted, and I was like, yo, this might be an opportunity. That's what I was trying to say about the
well,
claims thing. Like, if
they were
it's
doing it,
under
and then
their
what happened? Hold on. When they were doing it, what happened? You said they were doing it, so then what happened?
doing what they were never like doing the trucking thing.
Yeah.
No, they were never doing it. It was just a simple fact that I knew that they wanted to get into it. I said, hey, like, I'm about to go do this. Like, do you want to be a
All right.
part of this? And then they were like, no, I'm actually about to go do this. And then that opportunity was no longer there. So because that opportunity was no longer there,
What was that
they came to
opportunity? What was that
become a police
opportunity?
officer. Police officer.
Okay. So they didn't make the police cut for whatever reason.
For whatever reason, and then
Eh,
because of because of that, now it was like, oh, okay, I'm gonna get into trucking. I was like, all right, go do your thing, do the trucking thing, and then like I was like helping them out anyway, like, yo, you should do this, you should do that, giving them, and then when I got contacted again, that's when I was like, oh, all right, bet, let me just see if this could work out. So like again, so like I just want to make sure I'm clear on this. Let's say that the insurance is in their business name, right?
hmm.
It's in their business, and they get a claim, it's going to be a claim against them technically because of the LLC they're protected by, the insurance is in their
Who
name and
has the
things like
who
that.
has the contract? Who's going to have the
I would have the
contract?
contract.
All
I
right.
would have the
So what?
contract.
So what are the requirements to get a contract with a 3PL?
So you had to obviously you had to have your insurance. You have to have them on the insurance. You have to
All right.
have
All right. All right. So now your business dealing. So that means you're the first point of contact because you have the contract, right? So you have to meet the
mhm,
requirements to get a contract. So your
mhm.
insurance. Now you're gonna sub lease the contract out, right?
Mm-hmm.
So your business dealings is between you and them. It's just like if I own a condo, right?
Mm-hmm.
And and I sublease my condo out, right?
Oh shit.
Or
Oh my
I don't
god.
sublease it out. I own a condo. I lease out my unit, right? Right?
Mm-hmm.
Now there's rules and regulations that uh the board sets, right? Now,
Mm-hmm.
if the tenant breaks a rule, let's say they dump their trash after 10, or they go to the gym after 10, or they have a delivery that's not scheduled and they don't schedule the elevator and pay the $400 to block off the elevator, who's going to get fined? The owner of the unit or the tenant?
The owner of the unit.
All right. So then it's the owner's job then to pass that fine along to the tenant, because the dealings are between the owner and the board, not the owner, not the board and the tenant.
I see what you're trying to
You
say.
see what I'm
Okay,
saying?
that makes sense.
So
No, no,
so
that makes sense.
so so it's your contract.
No, that makes sense. So then what would be the difference on doing that and then when you're a I can't think of the word for it. When you're just in a logistic company hiring other people. You get what? So like perfect example of this. So like even with technically with the whole IKEA thing, it's like obviously I have the contract, but I'm the carrier. So how could I hire like what I'm trying to say is like I can't think I forgot what it's called, but like when you have let's say like not even dispatch, but like let's say there's a dispatcher or I can't think of a contract, right? And then I'm
Mm-hmm.
going to hire somebody for that, like let's say a government contract. Let's put it to a government contract. Let's say I get a government contract and I'm gonna sublease it. Would that work in the same way then?
So if you get a government contract, you're the prime. If you are the person who gets the actual contract, that makes you the prime, right?
Mm,
So
yep.
if you sublease whatever the contract is for out, you're the prime. You're the contact between whoever you're dealing with whatever government agency.
Mm,
You're the point of contact, and then whatever the job entails, it's your job to delegate to whoever you subcontract out to. Now, I don't think this is a good example, because with government contracts, depending on what you're doing, the government can get involved with who you deal with, because you might have to have a percentage of the people that you subcontract to be women. Um, 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 come on, man. You know what I'm going with this. Equal opportunities,
yeah, things like that.
LGBTQ, all that shit, right? So,
Hmm.
but still, you're the point of contact. It's up to you. You know what I'm saying? All the responsibility falls on you, right? Because you're the prime. You see what I'm saying? You're trying to pass off all the liability onto the the sub directly. But it doesn't work like that. It hits you, and then you pass it down. The shit rolls downhill. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, I get what you're trying. So then when a
No, no, you don't.
logistic
No,
company,
no, 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 you don't. No, you don't. No, you don't. The shit rolls downhill.
mm,
If I give you an opportunity and I
hmm,
pay you $1,000 for something,
yep,
and you say, skip it, I don't want to do it, I can get these guys to do it for 600. I'm gonna take four, I'm gonna give them six, and something goes wrong. Fine. Who do you think I'm gonna come at? You or them?
me. No, I get that.
All
That's me,
right.
but
And it's your job to go recoup your money from the people that you hired.
facts.
Yeah, I'm gonna take the money from you. I'm gonna pay you. I'm gonna deduct whatever happened, and then it's your job to go recoup the difference from whoever you hired, bro.
So then basically, so like let's say so when you so for Costco, for example, when Costco says, "Hey, we have a claim for this," they bill the logistic company who hired me or contracted me, basically what happens is they got
and
billed for it,
and
and then they billed it to me. It got rolled
right,
down.
right,
See, okay, so that's what I'm saying. So I do understand what you're saying. So that does make sense now, okay? Because I
right.
was under the circumstances, because every time I got a claim, the logistic company came to me and said, "Hey, you got a claim," but I didn't know that what they were actually doing was that they had to pay that, and then it got rolled down to me. I thought
Who
it was
had to
just
pay
coming
it?
from the logistic. I thought the carrier only had to pay it, but if it gets rolled down and the
The,
logistic
sh-
company's paying, and then they're making me pay, that makes sense.
the shit always rolls downhill. Why would the retailer pay for it? They didn't. They never even saw it. That shit got shipped directly from a manufacturer straight to a 3PL or straight to their distribution warehouse. So either way, even if the truck picks it up, it's already, when they go pick it up, they have to sign off on it before they put it on the truck. And once they put it on the truck, if they sign off on it, everything is good to go, then whatever happens once they put it on the truck is on them. The 3PL ain't paying for it because you signed off and said everything was good. When you picked it up at the loading dock at the 3PL, there was no scratches, there was no damages. So whatever happened on the truck after you left the facility. So we're indemnified there. So it falls on you. Now, if you subcontract it out because it's your contract and that truck that picked it up was who you subcontracted out to, it's your responsibility because that shit is going to roll to you. And then it's your responsibility because you're getting cut the check. And then once the 3PL pays you, then you take the money and then you pay the subcontractor. How are they going to take the money from them when they pay you? You pay them. I can't go around you. I'm not paying them. They're not paying them. They're paying you.
No, that makes sense. I get you. I get what you're saying. I get what you're saying. That makes sense. So
You take
okay.
you take the money from the person you pay.
Hmm. Okay. So basically this whole time, these 3PLs, anytime we've been getting claims,
And
have
and
been
then
paying
and
for it,
and
and
and,
then
and
they just
then
been collecting their money back.
so sometimes they'll pay for it, but most of the times they're not. They're not getting paid on a weekly or bi-weekly pay schedule like you. They're getting paid quarterly, more than likely, or
Mhm.
biannually. These are multi-million-dollar contracts. You think Home Depot is cutting XPO a check every 2 weeks to run home delivery on a national scale? It's
No,
probably
that makes
quarterly
sense.
or
I get what you're
biannually.
trying to say.
Right. So by the
Okay.
time that claim is taken out, that shit has already been deducted from your
So that's
settlement
why. So
checks.
that's why you're trying to say that like you're not ready for it because of the things that could possibly happen, especially not being on a truck, being prepared for it. Because if they make some wild mistake and then there's a claim, it's gonna come straight to me. And if I'm not prepared to pay for that and then roll it down to them, that's when we have bigger issues, legal issues, different things like that. Okay, that makes a
Me
lot of
personally,
sense.
I wouldn't do it. And two, you have to make sure the 3PL will allow you to do it if they will even allow you to do that. So
Mm.
you want to make sure. You definitely don't want to do it without them knowing it. I don't
Oh
know if
no,
a
no, one
3PL
hundred
will let
percent.
you do it.
I would definitely like talk to him, explain to him like the whole situation, what I had going on, because they're constantly like asking me, and they really want me to work because
Me
like,
personally, I
bro,
wouldn't do it, bro. It's too much
mm,
liability at stake. If they don't
yeah,
work for
I see.
you got which contract is this? Home Depot, Lowe's,
Nah, this is Costco.
Costco. So you get a $3,000 or $4,000 claim.
Nah, it's coming out of pocket. I gotta be prepared for that. No, that makes sense. And that's why I wanted to call you and ask you about this because like we
These
like
people these people don't work for you, so it's not like you can train them. You're gonna subcontract it and trust that they know what the hell they doing. See, it's different when a person works for you. Then you can train them on the way you want things to be done, so you can prevent claims. But if you're going to get into the subcontracting thing, one, you got to make sure you got enough money
mhm.
because whatever claims are going to hit you. And then if you want them to keep running, you may not be able to snatch 3 or 4,000 from them. So you may have to be like, all right, I'm going to snatch this 3,000 from you. I'm going to take a little bit over 5 increments or 6 increments over the next however many settlement periods. You see
Yeah.
what I'm saying? So
No, I do
you
100%.
you 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 know You do what you want to do, bro. I ain't, I say I ain't telling people what to do, what not to do. But me personally, I wouldn't do it.
Yeah, it's just it's I get it. It's just one of those things that like I'm trying to like grow my trucking business, but like I know what my niche is and what I'm doing. So it was just more like there was an opportunity there. I was like, all right, let me see what I could do with it. And obviously, like I was like, all right, let me go back. Let me like look over. Let me like ask some people who are more experienced than me what they think how they would do it. Because even I remember you saying like I haven't like back like you were saying like all right, I think you were like doing this like back in 2012 or whatever you were saying you were doing it, you were just like how big you got it, you couldn't do it now based on the facts of like how pay works and stuff like that. Correct?
No,
True
that's
or
not what I
false?
said. No, that's not what I
What
said.
what do you, okay, so what did you say? Like so I make sure I don't
I said
mix
what I
confuse.
was able to pull off then. I don't think if I attempted it now would I be able to pull it off. Not it would be primarily because of people. See, it was easy to get
Yeah.
people then. It's not easy to get people anymore. Like there was nothing to compete with as far as like gig economy and this whole be your own boss shit. None of this shit existed. Social media was still fairly new. Instant like live what didn't even exist. Instagram wasn't even a thing at that time.
Mhm.
So uh it was just a different era that we were in. So to pull that off today uh would be very difficult as far as gathering uh
Good
people.
people.
Just not even good people, people in general. I
So
mean,
because
I
what
see you looking up at the air, but I'm
no,
telling
no,
you
no.
what I
I'm
know.
just
So
I'm not I'm processing what you're saying and like I'm just making sure like I'm thinking before I just like I don't want you to think I'm just saying it back. Like I'm like so because you're saying that you couldn't find people. So if you were able to
no, that's
find
not what I'm
people,
saying. That's not what I'm saying. That's not what I'm saying. I'm telling you, in that era,
mm,
you didn't even have to go look for people. I had a mountain of applications on my desk every day. Somebody was coming in, or people that worked would refer people. Today, you have to go scour to find people. And then when you find those people, you gotta hope that they want to work. You gotta understand there's ways to make money now. That same type of money that you would pay a person to do this type of work, they can do that doing way easier work today. So you got someone that's out 12, 13 hours to pay a couple $100 to lift and go up and down stairs. You got people driving Uber that make that type of money. You got people
mm.
that do DoorDash that make that type of money.
So
You
then
got
wouldn't you
people
say
that
that it's so
go ahead.
wouldn't you compare like that to like the money aspect of it then? Because you're saying that you could do all this hard lifting and
It,
make
it,
X
it,
amount,
it's it, it's the
or
people, bro. It's the people. In order to pay the people money, you need the people to do the work. So a person can come work for you. Listen, we're in a whole
mm,
different culture today. Back in those days, I could go get people who no one else would give an opportunity to, fellas. Only thing they're
mm,
gonna do is do heavy lifting or roofing. Nobody else
gotcha.
was giving them an opportunity. There was no gig economy. There was none of this, all this other shit that people can just do like that now. None of this shit existed. And then the whole be your own boss shit, that shit didn't even exist. You either had a job or you was fucked up out here in these streets. So it was easy to get a bunch of people that no one would give opportunity. There was a whole ecosystem of people where that couldn't source opportunity.
Okay.
Tell them to come see me.
So if
So
you were
now
starting
now
to
now
yeah,
nowadays that ecosystem, it's just like this. I always tell the story. I order Uber Eats. I order a veggie burger at Greek Gyro. Keisha picking my shit up. I see Keisha on the thing. Red bone. She got uh, green eyes and sandy blonde hair. Bad. I'm like, shit, let me throw on Let me throw on my good shit because I gotta go downstairs and get it. I get downstairs, four of them pull up with my shit. Little man pull up with my shit. Little man would have had to come see Mark back then because this opportunity didn't exist. Keisha signed up for Uber Eats. Little man need work. He just got out the joint. Little man might not be her dude. It might be a little brother. All right, I'm gonna sign up for Uber Eats. And here go my account. You log in, you go do it, make you some money. So you can go get your tray 5. You can go get your whatever you need. The restaurant don't care. They go to the restaurant, they just get a code. You ain't gonna care because you hungry, you want your food. You gonna be like, damn, this ain't Keisha, this man. But you gonna take your food, right? Or you gonna trip, be like, nah, because you ain't Keisha. It's saying Keisha. I want Keisha to bring my shit. You gonna take your food, right? All right. Back then, they couldn't do that because it didn't exist. Why would little man come lift shit all day, fuck his arm up, bang his finger trying to squeeze some tight shit through a tight ass doorway, strain his back, and all this shit when he could do the same shit for 8 hours and make the same money that you're gonna be able to pay him from going to different restaurants and picking up some food under his sister's account, under his baby mama's account, with far less, physical labor.
So then, if you're trying to grow to what you had, essentially, like lot, trucks, all that, what would you do vans and smaller stuff, or would you do 26 footers? What would your approach be to
Me
grow your
personally,
business?
if I came in today, I would focus on vans. That's just me personally, because if you pay attention, I see a lot of stuff that I didn't even see 10, 15 years ago. I see a
Yes.
lot more UPS. I see a lot more women doing UPS. See more women doing FedEx. 9 out of the 10 of the Amazon people are women. I don't see guys in these Amazon. I see mostly women. All right. So the women are the single mothers, and these are the people that have to come out. This is the workforce for that type of work. Obviously, they can't do heavy lifting, but small parcel shit, they're doing it. I see them all the time with FedEx and UPS struggling to get big, heavy boxes and shit, right? That's the workforce. That's who is coming to work. Can't really trust the dudes like that no more. The type of dudes that would do this work then, they doing what I just told you. The example I just gave you, they doing that. And that's not the only thing they doing, but I'm saying if you can make $200 doing that, would you rather do that, or would you rather come lift some heavy shit all day?
Nah, I agree. I agree with you. That's why
All
I
right.
don't want to do
So
none of
so
that shit.
so when I'm telling you, like, you can do what you want to do. But if I'm telling you what I was able to do then, I don't think I'd be able to do it now. And I'm giving you the reasons, and the reasons make sense. I'm telling you, I know I wouldn't be able to do it. Now, the era is different. Times have changed. I'm not going to say, and I'm a person that believes that I put my mind to, I can do anything. But we're in a different time period now. I don't think people can do today what they were able to do in the 80s. We're in a different time period. As technology evolves and time goes on, things become harder. So
Definitely.
now I'm not saying it can't be done, but it would definitely be
A lot harder.
way more difficult, because in order to get to that point, you need people. I could buy all those trucks, but if I don't have the people, they're just going to be sitting there.
No, that definitely makes sense. So
Here's the
it's
thing.
like,
Here's the thing too. Back then, people were dependent on the employer. Now employers are dependent on people. Look at these big companies, what they're doing now just to appease people to come to work. 10 years ago, we not appeasing you. Either bring your ass to work, do what we tell you to do, or take your ass home. We got a whole file cabinet full of applications of people who want to work. McDonald's recently was, if you stay 6 months, we'll give you an iPhone. We'll give you a PlayStation 5. You got companies now paying people daily. U-Haul is doing it. Amazon is doing it. Why? These are incentives to get people, one, to apply, and two, to stay. This was unheard of a decade ago.
No, definitely.
Listen, did you watch the video where one of my ex-employees came up and he said what I would used to do when a person pissed me off, play with their money. Not pay them. All right, bet. All right, take tomorrow off.
Yeah. No, I know what you mean. Yeah, no, facts.
Hey, Mark, you got me
Yeah.
on the schedule tomorrow? Nah, man, take tomorrow off too. I'm gonna do that for about a week. And you know what? About 5 days, I get that call about 10 o'clock at night. Grown man crying. Man, Mark, please, man. Da.
Gonna need that bread. No,
All
I get
right,
what you're
so
saying.
you can't do that. Now, see, today, you can't lean on an employee like that. Why? You lean on them a day or two, you know what they're gonna do? When you need them and you call them back, they're not gonna be there because they done be done signed up for Uber, signed up for Uber Eats, had their baby mama sign them up for DoorDash or some shit, and they'll be running that shit. And then now they see how sweet that shit is. Now they don't want to come back and work for your ass. Shit, McDonald's paying $20 an hour here.
Shit, no, I be seeing definitely.
All right,
It's definitely the market different in the Midwest, so I see it. So I get that. So then my only thing is so I get it, the whole van thing. One, if you want to grow, you gotta do the van, which is why I said I didn't want to do 26 footers. I instantly saw that once I started getting like more contracts, those people started reaching out. Those 3PLs started reaching out to me more. I was like, this doesn't make sense. Especially when they started saying we want owner operators in the truck. I was like, yeah, like I already see where this is going. Like I get it now. So I guess like the better thing to be into would be I guess it would be called distribution or like pretty much like like getting contracts and subleasing it to other carriers type of thing or
See, you trying to find a way to do it. I think it's a lot of risk and a lot of liability with that.
so
And me
like even so
personally, I
let's
wouldn't do it.
talk about like government contracting, like people who do government contracts who like hire other carriers
Let me
to
tell you
go
this.
do.
Let me be honest with you.
Mhm,
A lot of these guys ain't government contracting. They're subcontracting. They're not the
mhm.
prime. See, that's the reality of it. A lot of these guys that you hear say, "Oh, I'm in a box truck. I'm working on a government contract." They're not the prime. If listen to me, and I'm keeping it a buck. Some people go, "Oh, he hated. Ain't motherfucker ain't." Not one motherfucker came up here and said they was the prime for a government contract. I know what it takes to be a prime. And if a motherfucker is driving a box truck, they're not a prime.
Fact, and that's what I'm trying
All
to say.
right.
So like,
So what we talking about?
but that's what I'm trying to say. Like I like if I know how to get into government contracting and how to do all this, what I'm trying to say is, do you think that that is a better way to scale with less risk? With actual carriers, like me hiring carriers, me being under certificate of insurance, different things like that, me having my BOC threes, all that.
If you get a government contract, I wouldn't say it's a good way to scale. It's a good way to increase your revenue
Why don't you think it's a good way to scale?
because you're a prime. You're getting money. It's not really you're not really scaling. You're getting a contract and then you're
Mhm,
outsourcing people to actually do the work.
mhm.
It's not really a scale thing. It's just
No, I
source
get
of
what you're
more
trying. So
income.
like let's say for example, right? Let's say I get one guy off this one contract. I'm not going to be making a lot because obviously you need to pay them. So then I'm like, all right, I did this one time. Let me try to get another contract. And I'm not saying this is going to be an overnight success or anything like a get rich fast type of thing. Not at all. I'm not saying that at all. But what I am trying to say is like, do you think that is an actual like in today's world, especially how it's so hard to find people? Do you think that that would be a better way to get to that point where like I can say, well, I got 15 trucks. They're not my trucks, but I work with these people and they're doing these contracts for me and I'm making some off that. Do you think that would be a better way to get to that point of a high point and less risk type of thing?
Why do you feel like it's not going to be no risk?
I mean, there's risk in everything, Mark. I understand that. What I'm trying to say is you want to try to like that's like saying, all right, it's like taking like let's put it to like like you don't know you don't know the answer to a test, right? You could say that, hey, I think it's A, B, or C. Like I don't know, I'm just gonna randomly guess. Or you say, all right, I think that I'm gonna take an educated guess. I'm gonna get as much facts as I possibly can, and then try to make something happen. Like off of the more like not of assumption. You're not just assuming or you're guessing, but more of a all right, like I'm gonna try to do this because I think that this would be less risk compared to like let's say I find it to be less risky to do it with government contracts than I would if I would just hire somebody else, like we were talking earlier.
Why
Type
do
of
you
thing.
think a government contract is less risk?
No, I was just saying like off like this. I was
Listen,
asking. That's what I'm trying to say.
what?
Like
Hold on. What's less riskier dealing with the government in any municipality? What do you
so
think
wait. So
is
let me ask
less
you a
about
question. So
dealing
let me
with the
ask you a question,
government?
Mark. Have you ever done a government contract?
No, but my significant other,
Uh huh.
my girlfriend, she works for she works for the state,
Yep.
and that's what she does. She
So she
handles
gives out
all the
government contracts.
compliance. I'm not going to
Yeah.
go into details, but I know a lot about it because she's sitting here doing it all day. I'll be streaming, and in between streams, she works from home and she's dealing with the primes. I hear her talking to the primes and telling them why you haven't did this with the sub,
Carriers.
and you need
Mm-hmm.
6% over here, and you know, you need to allocate this over there. You haven't submitted different codes and all that shit. And she teaches me a lot about government contracting. So I do understand. No, I haven't done a government contract, but I understand it, right?
Mm-hmm.
So, and I know what it entails. When I hear on Zooms and conference calls, those conversations with the prime and those conversations with the subs, different conversations. Those conversations with the primes, just off the verbiage, different. You can hear, fuck the acumen, you can hear the wealth.
Mm-hmm.
You can hear the authority. And this is a person that's giving you a multi-million-dollar contract. And they still speak with authority. It's a different conversation.
So would you get down? So would you sit here to understand? So okay. So I truly understand what you're trying to get at. So then my only thing is like you're saying
You
it.
know who a lot of these the primes are
Who
in most cases? White women.
and why do you think it's white women? Or why do you know it's white women?
Because I hear them.
No. I'm not. I'm not. I get that. I understand that part of it.
Because they
But
get the benefits. Their husbands are the main guys, but they get that women minority shit. Their white women are
so
considered a
would
minority.
so would
So
you also agree that
the wife owns 51%, and then that
uh
allows them to apply for those minority. They can compete with the minority.
so you're basically saying
That
that
women
because
business
they're
enterprise shit.
yeah 100%. But you don't think that there's other like there's not other opportunities for other people to
Uh,
get into
uh,
that too.
there are plenty of opportunities, but every time they give us an opportunity, they find another way for the people that I don't want to say use the word oppressing, but when they come up with shit like, let's say, like affirmative action or minority business shit to give us an opportunity. All right, so 25% of this contract got to go to a minority business, whether it be Hispanic or African American or whatever. They find another way to still the and I'm trying to be politically correct. The people that get majority of the contract, they still find a way for them to get it.
So 100, but then exactly. So like that's my whole point. If we're all given the same opportunity to go get it, you just have to have a business name. You have to have the right compliances, know how to read it, know how to make the offer, know how to make the contract, to actually even to submit it in. So because you can submit in a government contract and not win it 100%, but they don't know if I'm white, black, or what I am when they just see the
Yeah, they do.
LLC name of the logistic, and then how would they know that?
Hey, they telling me to stop giving away the secrets. Look, they do know. They do know. There's a certain percentage that has to
Mhm.
be allotted for these contracts. Even when you're granted a contract, there's a certain percentage that of the people that work on the contract got to be women. There's a certain percentage that got to be minority. What do you mean they don't know? They have to know. This is why they have compliance.
Okay, 100%. So
This is this is
what
this
I
is too advanced. This is too advanced, bro. I said I'm not doing too advanced shit. This is some shit that's reserved for the Discord.
no, I get what you're trying to say. So you're saying that when you submit an application and they're gonna see the business name, and like because they see the business
You
name, they're gonna be able
listen,
to tell.
in order to get a MBE, you got to be a minority, right? They trace your
Mhm.
lineage to prove it, right? So you get
Yeah.
a government contract, you think they don't, you don't, they're not gonna inquire what ethnicity they have to know.
LOL. All right, no. I'm just. I don't know why I'm even sitting here reading this. I can't let. But nah. So I get what you're saying. So boom, I'm gonna do this for you then, Mark. All I'm saying is give me about 8 to 10 months. I'm gonna holler at you. I'm gonna see like I'm gonna like get more into it, learn more because I'm already onto that space and doing it. I was just more trying to say, but I get if you didn't like to do it and you're saying you don't like it, cool. I respect that. I
I
definitely
don't like what?
respect
I
you.
didn't say I like what. What?
The government contract is not a good way to scale or like build
I
up.
didn't. I didn't. I didn't. I didn't say that. That's not what I said, bro.
Hey,
See,
so what did you say?
you putting words in my mouth. I didn't
What did
say
I say?
that.
You
You're
said
looking.
that you don't think.
You're looking for a way to make money without doing work and not being liable. All right.
I'm looking for a way to make money in the trucking industry and grow it to a point where I could be obviously I'm working right now. That's I already got all that. I'm not worried about like what I have
All
right now.
right.
That's doing great. That's cool.
Build a
But
build a trucking company. Build a trucking company.
100%. But like, there's also other avenues, like especially because logistics is a $1 billion industry. So what I'm just trying to say is like, I'm trying to look for other ways to grow it and do other things that other people may find too hard, too much work, too much reading, too like feel me. Like it's
Like what?
just like you
Like
say,
what? Like
like
what?
even with this with the government contracting, like I feel like this is a really good thing that not a lot of people
This
really
is
know how
it's
to
not
do.
government contracting. Nothing. Forget it. I'm gonna leave that alone. But go ahead. I'm listening.
Nah, I
Cause
got you.
we'll be here
Listen,
all
I'm
day.
like,
We'll be all day with that shit, bro.
no,
That's not
I hear you.
something
I
I want
get
to
you.
talk about on the. I'm already being told stop giving away all the secrets. So you know that's something that I would reserve for more of a private conversation. But uh, if you want to, build a trucking company, build a trucking company.
Oh my god. I get what you're saying with that. I'm already doing that, but like you feel me, like I'm trying to diversify myself and other things because you actually told me this. I know this for a fact. If you only have one contract with one person or with the one thing, and then you lose it, then what? Or if they lose, they
No,
don't win
no.
the
When
next.
I
They
said
don't lose the next one.
when I said diversify, if you're gonna do final mile, you want to diversify with different 3PLs. You don't want to have all your trucks in the same facility because if
One,
you're running what you said you're running IKEA, if they lose
mhm.
IKEA, then all of your trucks are now down.
Yeah,
So
100%. And that's the thing. So there's not, for the niche that I do, there's not a lot of companies that would be willing to work with that. So because of that, I'm trying to be think ahead of time and get a head start. Like, all right, let me try to get into this. Let me learn a little bit about this. Oh, okay, I can do this. I can't do that. All right, cool. That makes sense. Even like the whole Costco thing you were just telling me. Like, I'm not here to like fight you on certain things. It's
No,
more to
I mean
get
we're just
a,
talking. We're just
yeah,
talking.
it's to get a more experience. Like, I'm just saying, like, the people in the comments, I'm rolling at them because like they're trying to say you're like saying that I think I know everything, and it's just like they don't even know what I know or what I'm talking about. So I just laugh at that. But my whole point is like, to stay, I want to be proactive, not reactive. So I want to look for other opportunities, look for other things that I could do in this business that could possibly work. Like, I'm young, I have the time, I don't have kids. Like, you feel me? I'm a landlord. I have a lot of things going on. So I want to continue to be proactive and grow on these little opportunities or things like, hey, like, all right, let me go look into that or let me do that. Because 26 footers, I don't see it no more. Like, that's not like, unless you're an owner operator, like, in my opinion, it's just like you said, it's really hard. So I'm like, all right, what else can I do? What
What
can I
makes it
find
hard?
another
What
niche?
makes it hard? What makes it hard? You didn't say what makes
The
it hard.
money, the money, in my opinion, the money
Why?
as far as, because of what we were just talking about, like finding good people to actually work and care. Like, I can see
That
that
that that
now.
that you said the money, but then you said the people. Which one is it? Is it the money
The
or is
All
it the
right, so
people?
in my opinion, the way that I look at it, because what you broke down, why would I try to squeeze a washer or dryer through a door for $200 when I can go make that on Uber? So to me, it's not necessarily the finding the people, but the people who want to work for the amount of money that they're working for. That's how I break it down, how I look at it. That's my opinion. So to me, it's like, all right, if I see that already being an issue, I don't want to do that. I rather, if that was the case, I'd rather start a whole new trucking company, get a new MC
Well,
DOT,
in
but
in
buy.
in in this in this business, you make your money at scale. You make your money at scale. You unless if you plan on growing this company, you're gonna make your money at scale. And if you're not willing to scale and go through the trials and tribulations in this market to scale, then yeah, you're probably not going to see any money. You can give people more money and pay them handsomely by decreasing your costs and scaling. The more trucks you have, the more money you can pay, especially like some of your key guys. But that takes time. It just seems like you're not patient, bro. You're 28. You probably only been doing this a couple years. Shit takes time, bro. Yes, it's more
No.
difficult. It's more difficult in today's time than yesteryear. But guess what? In another 5 to 10 years, you're gonna be telling this to somebody else. You're gonna be saying, "Listen, it was difficult, but it's more difficult now." As time goes on, things become more difficult. The cost is going to continue to go up, and the rates are probably going to still stay the same, which makes it even more difficult. So I get what you're trying to do. You're trying to find a way to make money with less risk and less work, right?
Mhm.
Right. So if you subcontract people out, yes, you're not physically doing the work. They're going to be assuming all the costs, but there's still going to be a lot of risk there financially because you're the first point of contact. They're assuming the cost. So if you get hit with a large claim, what's the likelihood of the sub having the money right then and there to pay you back? So now you got a
Nah, it's low.
choice. Because 9 times out of 10, if it's a big enough claim, you know what they're going to do? Walk away and leave you holding it.
Yeah, 100%. That makes sense. Why would they not? Because like
You get a
that's not
five,
it's not
you
right
get
to
a
me.
five, you get a $5,000 floor claim, and I'm a contract. I already got my own truck. Well, fuck it. I'm gonna just leave you holding that, and I'm finna go apply with XPO. I'm gonna go apply with NAL. I'm gonna go apply with Pilot. I'm gonna go apply with JB Hunt Final Mile. I'm not paying that five. I don't got the five anyway to pay you.
No,
So
you. I
now
see what you're going.
that five is on you.
No, facts. I get you. Like I said,
So
it was just more like I just wanted to get your opinion on a couple of things. I definitely got it. Like I said, I
yeah,
definitely.
Go ahead.
I definitely I got your information and stuff. Me and you talked, like I said, years ago. You gave me great information, and that's why I'm even in this position now. So I'm not even
Mhm.
worried about that. I'm definitely gonna hook up with you in a couple months or so to get back to you, just to like pretty much show you like, all right, this is what I did, and like this how it worked, because it's like certain things that like are in the process or I want to do that like I
Mhm.
don't even care for other people, but just more like I just want to like continue. Matter of fact, it's just more like a I just
Man,
this
do what you want to do. If that's what you
yeah,
want to
it's
do,
not.
go
I'm not,
for
but
it.
like, nah, but
Go
like,
for it.
I definitely see everything you're saying though. But I definitely appreciate it, and I'm definitely gonna get with you though, Mark. I'm gonna hit your email and text you because I got your number and all that too. So I'm gonna get with you though. All right.
All right, bet. I'm just gonna bring both of these guys. Well, he left. Isaiah left. So all right. Kenneth, what up, man? Kenneth, what's up? Yo, Kenneth, what's up, man? We can't see you or hear you. Kenneth. All right. Well, Kenneth is, I don't know, in the dark. So, yo,
Oh man. Hey, oh man, I'm glad I got through. I'm sorry, I'm at the car wash, man. I had a little minute. I ain't expect to come right up. I appreciate you though, for real. Can I let me just take care of this real quick?
I'm
Cause
gonna have to
I'm
keep.
new.
Yeah,
Yeah, if you can cycle me around, I'll go next. I just gotta handle something real quick. Can I do that?
maybe I ain't really got
Cause
too
I,
much longer because I got some reservations I gotta get to tonight.
yeah, man. Cause I really wanted to lock in. Say I appreciate your content, and right now I'm doing Uber. I've been kind of going back and forth between getting a cargo van because I've seen a lot of bad examples of that. But I hear you speak highly of it in regards to, stability. So I was just wondering, like, is that still a good move? I'm from Chicago too. I'm over here up north. So, I can come out the house every day and do Uber and my app gonna blow up. But I'm like, am I short selling myself and not pushing it to the limit and going to the next step?
What you heard bad about cargo vans?
Well, I've heard good things, but I don't see the good because don't nobody be, they be acting up on it. So I'm trying to avoid those potholes, learn from other people's mistakes, but
What you
I'm
mean
just
they
not
be
quite
acting up?
sure.
I'm trying to figure out what I gotta know what you talking about. What you mean you be
Yeah,
seeing
like
stuff and they be acting?
I saw that one video with bro from down south. He just bought his he had just bought his cargo van and was saying how it was hard for him to make ends meet or whatever. And I'm thinking like, well, damn, I thought that the cargo van was sweet. How you not making money?
See, that's the
So I'm just
problem.
trying to learn.
Hold on.
Yes.
That's cause dude didn't have a plan. He didn't do no research. He didn't have a business plan. All the shit that he found out, he should have known. He should have known it wasn't that many opportunities in his uh his city or his state. He would have figured that out once he did his business plan and his market analysis. But people say, what I need a business plan for? What I need a market? Then they go spend the money and then they learn the hard way. That's why
And
he
that's
was
all
in the position he in.
right, because I'm just basing it off of, where I'm at and just the information that I've heard is like Chicago is a good city to roll through, on this. But you gotta work. It's still a job.
So
I heard you, oh my God. Everybody want to be their own boss. Everybody want to be the boss and get it how they live or whatever. But whether and you said this a billion times already,
so
you're gonna work harder than you ever did doing this than you've done anything else. So why
so
come into this thinking any other way?
so Chicago is a good market, but Chicago is also really competitive too. You can make a lot of money in
Mm,
Chicago. I mean, the opportunity is here. It's a big city. It's a rich city. So, but you know, it's a lot of competition too. So you got to be a dog.
mm. So coming out of Uber, because and I haven't got to my business plan yet. I'm still looking at cargo
How much you
vans.
make? How much you make doing Uber?
I do
a
like
day?
150 to 200 a day.
How long you be out there for?
I like 6 8 hours.
And out of that 150 to 200, how much is it costing you?
My it's like 37 a day with gas and food.
You got a car note?
Yeah.
Do you calculate your car note in there? Or you got some type of formula that you're doing for mileage, maintenance? Because if you're doing
No,
Ubers 6 to 8 hours a day in Chicago, that's a lot of stop and go wear and tear.
Yeah, I just got my brakes done. Man, yeah, I'm definitely gonna get out of this car. After I pay it off, it's a workhorse, but it's good on gas. But damn everything else. So excuse me, I didn't mean to cuss, but I'm just saying like that's why I'm looking at getting into a cargo van to as the next step. Once I outgrow Uber or however
Getting
that's gonna be, but I just want to have a forward thinking plan.
getting in a cargo van to do what?
Freight courier, all the stuff that y'all be talking about, like it's
Local
real
or long
interesting. And I mean, if
distance? Local or
I
long
would
distance?
prefer local. I would prefer local, but if long distance, if I stay in the Midwest, I'll be good.
You
But
could
I
probably
ain't saying no to nothing either.
you could probably do about 300 a day, cargo van,
Okay,
local. On
and that's
average,
when,
on average, that's gonna fluctuate. Now that ain't gonna be like daily.
yeah,
It could be more, could be less, but then you're gonna have to supplement that too, and that's with something dedicated. You're gonna have to supplement that too if you want to make more. So,
with the cargo van.
hmm
Okay, because I heard the what the average is. You making about 150 stops
nah,
to
hell
hit that
no,
number.
hell no, dude. I don't know what buddy ass
Okay,
is on, but
what I heard. I haven't
you're gonna
tried
do
nothing
about
yet. That's why I'm getting
you
all the information I can.
here you're gonna do about depending on the contract. Like Office Depot, you're probably doing like 60. My trucks used to do 60, about 60, 70 stops when we had it. You dig what I'm saying? But we was doing a lot of bulk shit.
Yeah.
We was doing bulk shit. Like my shit was doing all the Chicago public schools and Cook County Hospital. So we was doing the bulk shit because I was sending trucks. Um, but the vans are going to do more of the smaller shit. So by us doing schools, we was going with pallets of paper. So, but with a van, you probably gonna be doing 60 to 100 stops, and
Which
you
one? I am also
you breaking up, big
and
dog.
go share.
You
I'm
you
on both
breaking up.
of those.
You breaking up, big dog.
My
You
bad.
breaking
I'm in
up.
the car wash. G. Okay. Okay.
Yeah,
Is it better now?
a little bit.
Better. Check microphone. Check. Okay. Yeah, my bad. I'm in this car wash, dog. I wanted to call in. I had to get in tune with you, man, because every second, every day counts. So the faster I can get the information I need, I'll be better for the next step. So, with the supplementary income, I'm also signed up with Walmart Spark. I mean, yeah, Walmart Spark and GoShare.
Hmm. Yeah, you probably want to sign up for
Would you
all the
say that's
apps.
valid?
All the apps you want to sign up for. But they making those more difficult. So I would
Okay.
start, trying to get on a waiting list now. I would try to get on those waiting lists now, depending on I don't know how far out you are from getting your van, but at least you want to get on the waiting list. So hopefully,
Okay,
that
because I
cut your
did
time
sign up
down.
for a bunch of them.
Hmm.
Yeah, I did sign up for a bunch of them, but they was like, well, until you get the equipment we looking for, we not looking at you. But
Oh,
I
okay.
am on their platforms,
Okay.
so because I'm looking to maybe by like May or June, be squared away so I can not only buy the truck but also put money to the side to for all the incidentals and the just in case.
Hmm. Yeah. Go
So
for it, big dog.
so
Go
I'm
for it. Go for it. Just make sure
man,
you
but
got a
that's
plan.
thank you. That's exact. Thank you. I'll be. I'm gonna report back in with the plan too, my man. Appreciate your time.
All right, be safe.
Thank you.
Yeah. Yo,
Hey, can you hear me?
yes, sir.
Hey, how you doing? Thank you for I'm stopping my Amazon route so just so I could tap in with you.
Okay, what's good? What's good?
So first of all, I want to tell you I appreciate your content, man. I mean, everybody want it soft and fluffy. I mean, you a straight shooter from the hip, so I appreciate that information.
It's all good.
Um, so my situation is this: I got out, I did the gig app, thought that was the way, found out quickly that that wasn't the way.
No,
Um,
that ain't the way, man.
nah, that nah,
Uh,
everybody
I,
don't
I,
believe the hype. Listen,
hey, man, they saying you can start a business with the gig apps, man. What's going
yeah,
on, man?
yeah,
Hey,
yeah, yeah,
hey,
yeah.
what's going on out there, big dog? Because a lot of people was mad at Big Mark. They was mad.
Hey,
All the giggers. I call them the giggers. The
yeah,
giggers.
yeah,
Hey,
yeah,
hey,
yeah.
they was mad.
Hey,
They
listen,
said I
that
crushed they
Venezuela.
dream. What up?
Listen, that migrant situation, yeah, it was real. Them getting them orders, yeah, that was real. So I'm in Michigan. So make a long story short, I hopped out. I did the gig apps. Spark was good for a little bit. It was on roadie XYZ. So then I bought me a small little transit van, or like a Connect.
A connect. Yeah.
Yep, like for the roadie, and then the Walmart Spark and whatever. And then I got in touch with OnTrack. So it's a 3PL in Michigan. They pay you $1.70 a package, that type of deal.
Mhm. Yeah.
So I'm doing 200 to 250 a day packages. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So the guy that got the lanes, I'm like, I'm trying to do more. He like, all right, get you a bigger van, get you this, that, and the other. I got you. Wish I would
Mm-hmm.
have stuck to my guns. I end up getting a Transit 350 high roof extended. So the
Mm.
big boy.
Big
I
boy.
pull in the next day to pick up my route. It's the
Mm-hmm.
same number of packages that I put in the Transit. I'm
Mm-hmm.
like, all right. So it's the first day, cool, whatever, whatever. You know what I'm saying? And
Mm-hmm.
then we was in busy season. So I need
We lost you, big dog. We lost you.
7. You can't run no more. I'm like, all right. So my plan what I'm on right now is I've managed dental offices like for a very long time.
Mm.
7, 10, decent money, but it's always a ceiling just because when you get in that room, black man coming in that room negotiating what he want, they ain't comfortable with that. You gonna pay me 120, it ain't really worth my time. I'm growing your business. So the game plan that I kind of worked up, that I got worked up now, the transit is parked. I'm
Mm-hmm.
in my Tesla. I'm doing flex right now.
Mm-hmm.
So the plan that I kind of came up with is work this job for a year. I'll do Amazon flex shifts when I get off work, and by the end of the year, I should have a good 40,000 saved.
Mm-hmm.
My goal was to go to the box truck lane, but listening to you talking about cargo, I already got the cargo van.
Mm-hmm.
And so it is a note on the van, but my mission with that is in the first year to have a business pay the van. Like I want to pay the van off in a year. So
You
what
know.
what I'm asking is, go ahead.
Mm-hmm. You know, I tell people to go cargo van. That's it's not for me to promote it over the box truck. It's for me to give people that want to do box truck but really can't afford to do it an alternative of coming in the industry um, at a lower cost.
Okay.
So I'm not favoring one over the other. It's just a lot of people really don't have the money to start a box truck. So the cargo van is maybe a cheaper alternative, and then working their way up
Right.
from there. So.
So the fact that I have the high roof extended already, I
Mm-hmm.
got it for a good price. I got it for like 20,000. I got 88,000 miles on it.
Single or dual?
Uh, Single. I didn't get dual because I was trying to do my homework with the pallet situation.
Mm-hmm.
So I got it for a good price. So
Mm-hmm.
in my mind, in Michigan, it's a
So you
lot
want to
of.
do local or over the road, or it don't matter?
So it don't matter for me. I just had a job in Ohio that I was going from a week and a half from home. So my wife and my family is conditioned. I've worked all the time since I've been
All
married.
right,
Nine,
all right,
nine,
then.
and eight. So,
All right. So let just come, and we got some guys that's in my Discord that's doing about 4 a week. It's a couple guys that's doing 4 a week in the cargo van.
okay.
So just come. We'll you know get you with those guys so they can put you on game.
Is that like Zay? I think I seen his name on there a bunch of
Nah,
times, or it's a
nah,
couple. Like,
nah, nah,
yeah,
nah, nah. It's not that. It's
okay.
not that.
Well, listen, man. Like I said, I'm glad to tap in with you. I appreciate the call. Listen, you give it to people straight, man. Listen, if I would have found your channel a long time ago, things. I know you hear that a lot. So
Mm-hmm.
I know people don't like the straight shooting from the hip. But let me
Mm-hmm.
tell you, you've. I listen to you because you've actually done it.
Mm-hmm.
So for me, when I listen to somebody that got experience, I'm trying to listen. I'm trying to learn.
Mm-hmm.
And I've been hearing these people, oh, you can start a box truck with 5,000. Anybody with a brain knows it's
You
like you
can't.
gonna go to
You
rent a route.
can't. You
It's
can't
not,
do it. You can't do it. And I see all these videos and people tag me and all this
man.
shit. I'm gonna tell you like this. I'm gonna tell you like this. A part of the startup to start a business is working capital. You can't start a business
Absolutely,
without working capital. So
absolutely.
going and getting your rental truck and your authority and all that shit, and if that shit costs you 35, oh, see, I started it. I'm up and running. You ain't got no money, fool.
Absolutely.
I got a
Absolutely.
laundry list of people that they don't come. Not everybody comes on the channel, but I get the
Mhm.
DMs and I get the messages. Some of them I don't respond to,
Mhm.
but I get a few a week. Man, you was right. I get a long message. You know what I'm saying? So you can't do it. And when I say you can't, I mean you can't. Just because you can get up and running at this low cost, that's not enough because you ain't got no working capital. A business
Yeah.
with no working capital is a failure.
Absolutely. It's
You know what I'm saying? So, and
so you
it's
should
not,
check.
it's not, hold on, it's not me being mean. It's not me being facetious. I don't care either way. I'm just telling you what it is.
Right.
If I start a fucking business and all the money I spend to start it and now I'm fucked up, I'm fucked up. Now I have a broke
Absolutely.
business. Anything happen, I don't got no money. I don't even got change for a motherfucker. If they come in and hand me a 20
Yep.
and god damn it, the bill was $10. I ain't got shit. You can't run a business broke. You
Yeah. No,
have
I
to
mean, man,
have money. So you
just
can't do it.
I'm for everybody who like on them gig apps and who that 5,000. I'm telling y'all from a guy who managed multiple dentist offices. If my boss ain't have 50 to 100,000 in the bank, he won't open an office. It just wasn't even an option. So for everybody that think that 5,000 and that gig life like you say, man, do your research, do your research, do your research. I've written down my business plan. I feel very comfortable with it. I'm okay with the transit sitting the note on it is $300. That's not a make or break for me right now. My goal is, like you said, I want to have a good, comfortable landing spot, and any money that I put into the business has to pay me back. I also, well, you was telling somebody else that. Like if you
Mm-hmm.
part like so I want to be treat my money that I got saved like a bank for my business. If you go to the
Right.
bank and borrow, if you borrowing from me, you gotta pay me back. So I need to be in there. So I appreciate the content, man. I appreciate you letting me get on the live and by the end of the year I should be good and I'll be reporting back in. I like accountability and in my circle it ain't guys really trying to
I
build
ain't
their own.
Yeah, I ain't been doing the accountability no more. Cause motherfuckers can't handle it. That's why I stopped. Motherfuckers is
Listen.
listen, bro. See, a lot of people that can't handle the accountability is the same type of people out here in the field. When you out here competing, that's easy to just put your foot on their neck.
Hmm.
You see what I'm saying? They think this business shit, especially in trucking, they think it's just hunky dory, and that it's not competitive. It's really competitive, and if you can't take constructive criticism, then that's why I don't. I still do it, but I don't. And since I
Well,
stopped
when you
doing it, go ahead.
Now I was gonna say, well, you start that back up, man, because the thing you said to old boy before I got on the call is you got to be a dog. And like when I was putting up into to laser ship getting my route, they looking at me, you taking that mini? I say, what y'all think I'm here to play? Like
Yeah.
I'm trying to level up, and what I noticed even with the brother, he a good brother, but that's
Mm-hmm.
his business. Them his lanes. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm
Mm-hmm.
like, I want because you can buy your own lanes with laser shit. You know what I'm saying? I'm
Right.
like, I got the money to buy. He like, nah, you can't really do that. I'm like, I see, not a problem, no
Mm-hmm.
issue. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? So
Right.
like I said, man, you keep up the content, man. The accountability for the people that's really out here, really in it, because like I said, you've done it. So when you talk
Mm-hmm.
about that moving, when you talk about the cargo, when you like, I'm listening because you've done the legwork. You're trying to help people navigate the pitfalls, and not it's not a quick come up. Just like you said to the old boy before me, like
Mm-hmm.
it's not going. It's not. You said something to somebody where you like when you jump out in this business, you think that free time, that 9 to 5, you was reacting to a person like that ain't good. If this your business, you gonna work harder than you ever worked before.
Mm-hmm.
And I think a lot of people they just not they want to hear what they want to hear. You know what I'm saying? Like I get off at 5 o'clock, I go right do an Amazon shift at 5:30. Like
Yeah.
I'm so locked in on what I need to do because I know if I go OTR, ain't no telling when I got to pick up. Ain't no telling when I got to drop off, and I got to be ready to go. So I'm conditioning
Mm-hmm.
myself to drive long. I'm conditioning myself to sit. I'm conditioning myself to be the lock in and focus to what I need to do. So
Mm-hmm. Yes,
once again,
sir.
man, I I appreciate your content, man. I appreciate the Discord, man. All that good stuff, man. Keep at it. The real ones, we appreciate you, man. We really do.
What's your name in the chat? Paul Smith?
Paul Lyons. It should be Paul.
Okay. Okay. I see. All right, bro. Be safe out here.
All right, thanks, man.
All right, man.
Yeah.
Kenneth, man, what up? Yo, can somebody tag Kenneth in the Discord? Tell him, man, we see him, but he got his phone on mute. Please. Hey, Kenneth. Come on, Kenneth, man. I ain't got all day. What are we looking at? Hey, Kenneth, man, come on, bro. What you on? Damn, boy. Tweaking. The fuck? This mod hung up. This mod hung up. Kenneth, what you gonna do? You gonna call back or what, bro? What was he sleep? Was he sleep? What are you gonna do? Y'all talk to him? It's somebody else. Well, I guess Kenneth gonna come on another time. This is the last person I'm taking. I gotta go. I gotta go after this one. Yo,
Yo, can you hear me?
Yes, sir. What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up? What it is? What he is? What it is? What it is? What it is? That man fell asleep. What's going on? Now here you go. What's going on, big dog?
Can you hear me?
Yes, sir. What's going on? I hear you. You hear me?
Can't even.
You gotta turn your headset on. All right. All right. We're gonna try Kenneth then. Yo, what up?
What up? You hear me?
Yeah, man. Say something, bro.
Nah, yeah, I don't know what the hell was going on. How you doing, bro?
I'm chilling. What's going on?
Um, yeah, hey, first and foremost, like I said I was gonna do, I wanna thank you, okay?
Hmm.
I wanna thank you for being who you are. Thank you for the community you built. Um, Thank you for the people that's in the community. Shout out to Ace. You know, people help me out. You're a real good dude. I don't, we be going back and forth, but you're a good dude, man.
Man, you sure, bro? Man, a lot of people think I'm a bad guy. I'm a villain.
Nah, anybody who say you a villain, they just don't know. They don't understand this shit out here.
I
You
know.
ain't no
I
villain.
already know. a lot
You
of
you
these,
ain't no
a
villain.
lot of these,
You
a lot of these soft motherfuckers that don't like the truth. They get mad at me, but I don't give a fuck. But it is what it is. But
nah,
what's
you ain't
what's
no
what's
villain.
good?
Nah, you ain't no villain. Nah, I just want to come up here and say, man, like you say, a lot of people say you're a villain. Nah, you ain't no villain, bro. You're a real one, man. I appreciate you. We have our little back and forth, but at the end of the
Mm.
day, I respect you, man. You're a good dude. Thank you for the community you built. Um, it was able to. I actually benefited from it. I left and then came back, but but nah. It's a lot of good people in there, and it benefited me. I didn't think it was, and then it benefited me in the long run. Be a part of your community. Shout out to Ace. I can't say his real name, but shout out to that brother. You know, and shout out to you, man, for building your community up. And that's why I like to be in this type of environments. Where you can learn from people, and people can help you in a time of need. And I'm gonna say this too. That's the reason why I even came and brought my business out there, because I already know I read the room. I know I can read people. I know what type of dude you is, so I know if I put that in there, I know you was gonna start, whether you said it or not, you was gonna start trying to work your little magic and trying to find me some resources.
Hmm.
And I know you did that, you know. So I appreciate that, you know.
Glad we was able
Um,
to help you out in
nah,
that
yeah,
time of
yeah,
need.
man. It's been a yeah, yeah, yeah. I definitely was in the time of need, and you definitely helped me out, man. And I just appreciate it, man. Um, so whenever you come to Miami, just tap in with me. I got you.
You gonna take me to KOD?
Now I'm gonna take you wherever you want to go at, bro.
I want to go to Live on Sunday. Bottles on
All
you.
right, then
Live
that's
on
where we
Sunday.
going then. That's where we going. That's where we going then. Wherever you want to go. Cause I remember
For
when I
sure,
came
bro.
to Chicago, you invited me out then. I don't know. I'm pretty sure you don't just invite anybody out. So you seen I was a genuine person.
Right, I don't invite anybody out, but
So
you know.
yeah, so you seen I was a genuine person, and you invited me out, and I appreciate that too. So whenever you in my city, I got to return the favor. I already owe you, just for being a part of the whole, the whole thing
Man,
situation.
you don't owe me nothing, dog. I mean, I appreciate the offer, but yeah, if I come to Miami, yeah, we could kick it. But you don't owe me nothing. That's the reason why I built it, and that's why I keep everything free. See, when you know, I keep it free for situations like this. You see what I'm saying? So, I'm not here to, you know, the resources that I wish I would have had when I was coming up that didn't exist. This is my way of giving back. You know what I'm saying? So you don't owe me nothing
Hmm.
for that. The you were able to benefit for the primary reason of why I did it. Now I did some leg work
100%.
trying to connect the dots and shit, and what I'm saying, and
Yeah,
try to
yeah, yeah.
find a right person, but because of the platform, we were able to find the person that was able to come through. So no, you don't
Yeah,
owe me
because
nothing, man.
all because of the platform, and that's why I say I
Yeah,
owe you. Like I say we go back and forth, man, but it's always good. It's always good energy with me. You know that. You know,
yeah. I just challenge you. I
but
just challenge you. I just be challenging you to do better. That's all. When I
yeah,
be
yeah,
pushing
and
you, I
I
just
and
be
I
pushing you
appreciate
because
that.
I see something in you. So I just be challenging you. That's all. That's all.
And I realize that. I realize that, man. And I realize that, and I appreciate you for that. And
It's all good.
I feel like I'm always indebted to you. You um. Like I said, I look up to you too, man. Even though it's I'm in the semi, but like as far as business, I always look for people that know business. You know business, and so yeah, I like how you push me. I like how you always keep me on my feet. I know I can't come up here. I like to talk, but I know I can't come up here and just say anything. You gonna challenge me on it.
Hmm.
You know. And I respect you for that. I like that. I like that, man. But yeah, like I said, I was gonna give you flowers publicly and show my appreciation, man. I appreciate it.
It's
What
all.
you,
It's all good, man. We
yeah,
we
what
we
you
we
what you
we
did.
we we rooting for you. It's gonna all work out.
Nah, it definitely is. It definitely is. And I always, like I say, when I come in that Discord, I be looking to hear from you. Just to see. And like you said today. That situation that I went through today is just it's part of business. Like that's how they gonna act. And you're right.
Mhm. Yeah,
You're right, man.
you can't.
So
It's just part of business, bro. Only the strong survive. Remember that. Only the strong survive. Only the strong survive. Only the strong survive. You're gonna be tested. You're gonna be tested,
yeah,
and it's gonna come in many
and you
different forms. It's gonna come from shit that you going through. It's gonna come from hate, all type of shit,
right.
and
And you
you
said all the
just
time. What I already done talked to you, so you know what I like, kind of like my goals and what I want to do. And you said all the time. You can if you want to be a public speaker, then certain shit you got to deal with. So I understand that, and you're right. Gotta be able to chin a lot of shit, and like and this my story that and that's why I share it with people what I'm going through because I could have just kept this shit and act like everything was flowers,
mm-hmm.
but but I say you know what I like kind of Mark approach. He kind of showed the good and the bad, so I think my story will be good to put out there. And you're right. Like it's going like if you can't like chin this shit, man. And I can't wait to like show the end. This ain't the end. This ain't the end. This is just the beginning. And
Oh
you
yeah.
already done told me. You already done told me that, you know, some of the shit I'm going through, you already done been through it. And I get it. I understand that. You know. And that's why I look to you for a little bit of guidance, you know. But you're right. You're right, man. Nigga gotta have a strong chin, and if I want to be a public speaker, I gotta be, cause I done expressed to you my goals of having like a youth program and the public speaking and all that stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So you know, and
Mm-hmm.
I learned a lot from you. Just off the business side, I learned a lot from you when it comes to public speaking and getting in front of people and stuff. We
Mm-hmm.
had a real in depth conversation the other day when you were talking about your when we was talking about the setup that you use. So yeah,
Mm-hmm.
man. Like I said again, I appreciate you, man. And I really want to stay connected with you. That's why I'm still in the Discord. Y'all pissed me off and I ran.
Yeah, you couldn't handle it that night. I was on you. You thought I was one of them, and I ain't one of them. I'm not one of them. I ain't one of them. You ran up out of
Nah,
there.
nah.
You had to come. You had to come back. You
I
had to
talk.
come back with your tail tucked too. Man, Mark, will you accept me back? Come on, dog. Come on. I got you, dog.
Nah, I talked about the reason why I left.
Yeah.
But
You don't like to
but
be
that doesn't.
challenged. You
But
don't like to be challenged.
nah, that wasn't it, Mark. Let's do.
Yeah. You
Come
was
on, we
you
gonna
was
do this.
no, we ain't gonna do it because I gotta get up out of here. But no, I'm glad you came back. I'm glad you
No,
came
and I'm
back.
glad too. I'm glad I came back because look what happened.
Yeah, it's all good, big dog. You're a good person, bro. You're a good person. You starting to, not with everybody, but with me, you starting to just listen. You starting to listen, and sometimes it's good to just sit back and listen.
Yeah, yeah,
Sometimes you just want to
and
listen.
100%. Nah, you're right, and I'm glad. Like I say, I'm glad I did come back because look what happened out of that.
Yeah, and that's just what the community is there for. That's what the community is there for. So I'm glad that everything is working out, and yeah, you gonna be all right. You gonna be all right.
And
You gonna
anybody
be all
else,
right.
so to everybody, like I say, and like I say, man, you have we done butt heads before too, and we always will. We gonna do that until the end. Man, you gonna butt heads,
Yeah.
and it's always healthy. But just from me coming in Discord and then leaving, and then look what happened, after that.
Hmm.
So I think I look at that and I say, damn, bro, like that's crazy,
Hmm. It's all good,
you
big
know.
dog. I'm gonna let you come up and tell that story one after this all get resolved. I'm gonna let you come up and tell that story once it all get resolved. I don't want you to really tell it now. Obviously, the people in the Discord know what's going on, but
No,
if you
yeah,
if you want to come up and tell that story once everything get resolved, then I'd like to
no,
have you
hundred
come back.
percent, 100%.
Get
I do that. I
get
do
that
that,
harsh
and
reality.
I'll tell. Yeah, harsh reality, and that's the reason. Cause like I say, I look at your how you everybody say, oh, he crushing dreams and all that, and I look at the basis of your content, and I'm like, well, this is part of what the man be talking about.
A lot of
So I
people
would
don't want to
love
hear
to
that.
come up.
They don't want to hear that. They don't. They don't. They don't. See what people got to understand when they look at content. With me, I'm not selling you. I don't got no reason to coddle you or discourage you. I'm gonna tell you straightforward because I don't have nothing to sell you. I don't got no mentorship. I'm not coaching you. So the truth is the truth, right? If I
Hmm.
had like a mentorship to sell you for 10 grand, it would probably not be in my best interest to give you the harsh reality. It's in my best interest to sell you the highlights, not the lowlights, because ultimately if I can get 10 people to give me $10,000, I just ran up 100,000. I'll do a Zoom call with y'all motherfucking ass once a week for an hour, and I just made $100. So I don't want to discourage you because I'm finna make a quick 100 on your ass, and then in 90 days I'm gonna have a fresh 10 come in, right? But because I don't have those products, there's no reason for me to sit here and just give you the highlights. I'm gonna give you the highlights, the lowlights, and the shit in between. People don't like it, and they don't even look at it like that. They think I'm crushing a dream. How can a motherfucker crush your dreams? Motherfucker, you can't crush my dreams. I go out and get shit done. The fact it is, a motherfucker ain't crushing your dreams. It's just a lot of people be dreaming. Like, this the real world.
Dreaming.
You see what I'm saying? You just
This shit
dreaming.
real.
I don't got no reason to crush. You let another motherfucker crush your dreams, that just lets me know what type of person you are. You a weak individual anyway. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
Because if I understand business, it's dog eat dog, it's free market, it's free enterprise. Motherfucker,
Yep.
Burger King opened up right across the street from McDonald's.
100%.
All right, so boom. It's what it is. It's just what it is. I'm not trying to.
And like you said, people can't handle that. So
And people can't handle it. So, just what
So
it
all you
is. So,
motherfuckers, man, that think like I say, this man be like, ain't no crushing no dreams, bro. This shit real, bro. Like, without getting into it, like you said, you gonna do it live, and I'm gonna get on there and I'm gonna tell my whole story
appreciate that.
without
Yeah.
saying too much. Without saying too much,
I got a
man.
minute. I got a minute, Kenneth, and I gotta go, bro. Straight up. I'll give you one more minute to wrap it up.
Nah, we can wrap it up. We can wrap it up right now, bro. You know, I just wanted to come on here and thank you, and I wanted to thank because I know you was doing your footwork. That's why I
Appreciate that,
posted it
Axel.
in there because I was like, I know Ma. I could see the type of person.
Sweet.
So nah, that's all I'm gonna say. Yeah, whenever you want me to come on and tell the whole story, and even back to how it started and how it ended and how you helped me, how the Discord helped me, you know, I'll be willing to do that.
Appreciate you.
But
Yeah.
nah,
Whenever.
man, it ain't. Yeah, it ain't no. You motherfucker, yeah, you gotta tuck your you gotta. This shit real out here, bro. For real.
Really real.
So I'm gonna get off. I
Appreciate
ain't
that,
gonna
D.
hold you
Jenkins.
up, bro.
All right, boy. We're gonna talk.
All right, for sure.
All right, peace.
Sweet.
Appreciate that super chat, D. Jenkins. Look, I literally got maybe 5 more minutes, so I'm gonna bring y'all last two up. I'm gonna give y'all a chance. I hold on. Oh, it's one person in there. I can give you 5 minutes, bro, and then I can give you more time next time. But I can give you 5 minutes, and I gotta go, bro. I got a reservation. I
Mom,
need to get dressed.
you hear me?
Yes, sir.
All right, yeah, man. I like how you give it to him, man. You give it to him raw. You know, I got my authority 13 years ago. I sent you a message. I got it with a silver spoon in my mouth, you know. So my old man, I'm from Michigan, you know what I mean? So that Michigan, Detroit, Michigan, that Warren, Michigan, that Illinois route, I used to do that. Auto parts. That was my thing right there. That was always money, guaranteed money right there.
Especially in
I
Michigan,
came in.
yeah.
Oh yeah, I came in with a 3-car hauler with a Ford
Okay.
350 dually.
Uh-huh.
Limitations that limit me, but it made money, but it limit me. I learned that, you know what I mean? Your what you getting, what kind of rig you got, you know what I mean? That all matters, what you can put on it, you know what I mean? It was back in the day, hot shotting where it was people didn't know what the classified as. So a lot of dudes running without CDLs and they was getting it in.
Right.
And they was getting it in. And I never scaled up. It was a family business. It was all in the family, family drivers, you know what I mean? All that. I stopped. I've always worked. I stopped doing that and got a trade because engines was blowing. I was like, let me learn how to build engines. And I stopped, went to school, did that, came back. You know, that's why I say correlate your trade with your business because it'll help you scale up a lot faster. If you know you got a problem, go learn that skill to fix that problem yourself. You know what I mean? But I don't want to take your time, you know, maybe you can catch me I catch you when you got more time, you know what I mean?
Next Sunday, yeah, next Sunday. It's crazy. The Sunday when I'm like, all right, I'm gonna go on real quick because it normally take 20 minutes. for people to start calling in. And then the Sunday where I'm like, damn, let me see if I can sneak on. I probably won't get 2 calls. Motherfuckers is calling while I'm still on the intro, and then it's been back to back to back. That's just
Yeah.
how
No,
shit
I
works.
was on the highway and I said, let me pull over real quick and see if I can lock in with him. You know what I mean? And I'm glad I did get the I got a box truck recently, so I guess back when I was coming, there was no communities. It was a fax machine, a landline, and if you can get that
Yeah.
little connection for you can get Wi-Fi with your little laptop to book your loads and stuff.
Yeah.
You know what I mean in your
Yes,
truck.
sir.
So I came in like that. But yeah, I catch you. I'll be
Next
peeping
Sunday.
you. I got you.
Next
I
Sunday, I'll
got
be
you. I
back
got you.
for the call-in
I got
show.
you. Yes,
I
sir. I
appreciate
got
you,
you.
big dog. All
Thank
right.
you, sir. Thank you.
No problem.
Have a good day.
You too, man. Who is this? I get paid to wait. Appreciate that super chat.
Sweet.
Appreciate all these super chats. I know I kind of ran through them real quick, so let me go back and acknowledge them real quick. Shout out to J. Kobe with that $20 super chat. Best truck in business channel, period. Appreciate you. Shout out to Axel. Axel been back on the scene lately. Said these viewers cheat, but they want knowledge. Listen, Axel is a troll. Don't take him too serious. He don't mean no harm. But appreciate that super chat, Axel. Shout out to D Jenkins with that $50 super chat.
Sweet.
What's up? And shout out to I Get Paid to Wait with the $10 giving game from your pain. I appreciate that. I appreciate everybody for watching. Call-in show. I will be back, obviously, in a week if I decide to do it next Sunday. Yeah, Pippi right, because my girl texted me now. All right, so appreciate y'all. Till next time. Appreciate everybody. Peace.